Yo, what is up YouTube? It's Sing Sports Bets here, and in today's video, I got 4 player props for the NFL Conference Championship. Now, in this video, we are focusing on the NFC Conference Championship of the Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles, only because these props have been more consistent in hitting throughout the season and head-to-head matchups rather than Bills versus Chiefs. So I feel a lot better about picking these props rather than the other game. And it's going to be a very fun matchup as both teams have both split wins in their head-to-head matchups this season, obviously in the same division. But let's get straight into these picks here. Last video, we hit 1 out of 2 on our college football national championship picks. We got super unlucky that Henderson had one more rushing attempt than we picked because we picked the under. And yeah, that was crazy. I mean, he started with having the ball, which is not normal. He's never done that at all, even during the playoffs. So it's just hard to guess that the coach decided to change it up without telling us. But it's all right. We'll move on. I'm really excited to even just watch the games. Not even talking about betting here. I'm just watching the games as a fan of NFL football. I am so excited to see both these teams. You got a rookie in Jayden Daniels, and then you got addition in Saquon Barkley for the Eagles. And nonetheless, I still think that the winner of the Chiefs-Bills game is probably going to win the Super Bowl. Hopefully the Bills and the Eagles win to go to the Super Bowl. I think that matchup would be absolutely insane since both offensively and defensively are absolutely elite. I would love to see that matchup for sure. If I were to bet on the money line, I would bet on both those teams. But anyways, guys, let's get straight into these picks here. Our first pick of the day is going to be Jake Elliott. Now, he has been bumped up in his kicking points. He was at 6.5, has been bumped up to 7. So I really like the more here. Looking at the last 5 games, he's easily cashed this out. In the playoffs, he's had 10 points in both games in the playoffs, which is huge. And I also really like this demon play. If you guys want a little bit extra money, you guys can take this instead of 1.5 field goals made. He's also cashed this out 5 straight, having 3 field goals in the last 2 games. And since Eagles will be hosting this game, I'm pretty sure it's going to be snowy, kind of just like last game. But I don't know really. I haven't done the research thoroughly on the weather just because it's a few days away and I'm posting this a bit early in the week. But nonetheless, Jake Elliott is such an accurate kicker, and the snow will help them be able to get in field goal position. I mean, easily hit these field goals in the snow. So no matter the conditions, Jake Elliott will be able to get his points. And you just got to hope that it's not a type of game that is going to be where Eagles are behind and needing to get 2-point conversions, because we've definitely chosen kickers throughout the season. And I swear, like once or twice, we barely lost because the team decided to go for 2 because they needed to be able to tie or win the game. So yeah, just unfortunate there. But if you really like schematically think about it, Jake Elliott, 1.5 field goals made, which equals 6 points. So really you're taking better value at the demon play, unless they somehow score like 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal. I don't really see that happening. I think 2 field goals should be able to get the job done. If you guys want that extra pay, go for that. If not, he's averaging 10 points in the playoffs. So either way, I think it's cash. And he's also cashed this in both games. I'll tell you guys how many points he got in those games. So let me do that research real quick. Okay, guys, an outlier, Jake Elliott has hit over 1.5 field goals 80% of the time. That's 8 of 10 games. And in head-to-head matchups this year, obviously they played twice, and they're showing the head-to-head last year, which I don't think is too much of something to look at. I think you should definitely look at this year. He had 4 field goals in the last matchup that Eagles lost to at Commanders. And then in the first game, he had 2 field goals. when Philadelphia won. So I really like this pick. I mean, head to head, easily cash this out. It's plus 120, so obviously that demon plays in there. But if we look at just kicking points alone, he has cashed this out 4 straight head to head, 15 kicking points last time they played, and 8 the previous time before. If you look at the last 10 games, still the same hit rate, 8 of 10 games. So pick your poison there. Do what you feel best. But this is also at 6.5, so obviously that prop has been bumped. This would be the safer choice if touchdowns do come and kicking does not, as far as field goals go. So, yeah, I like these picks here. And let's go to the next pick of the day. Obviously, we got Jaylen Herz, 29.5 rush yards. That is extremely low for Jaylen Hertz. I feel like his line should be at least at like 35 or 40. If you see this on Prizepicks last 5 games, he's averaging around 50 rush yards, and he has cashed this out both head to head as well. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but Outlier does not have him on there. So I will tell you his stats. In the first matchup, he had 10 carries for 39 rush yards. In the second matchup, he had 3 carries for 41 yards. So he's cashed this out 5 straight, as well as 2 head-to-head matchups versus the Commanders. So should be an easy pick there. There's a big reason why he's the most popular pick of the day, of the week actually. And yeah, anyways, guys, since we're on the topic of the popular plays, make sure to take Jaden Daniels 0.5 pass yards, absolutely free. You can pair this up with this slip. I really like this slip to be able to cash out. And then since we have to pick a Commanders player, I'm going with Brian Robinson over 9.5 rush attempts. You guys got to take this now early in the week before he gets jumped up. I think this is absolutely cash. He has hit this 4 out of 5 games, averaging 10.6 rush attempts per game. Let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so if you look here, Brian Robinson has hit over 8 of 9 games on the road. That's an 89% hit rate. If you go to head-to-head this season and last season, he hit both seasons, 4 straight versus the Eagles. I mean, he barely hit last time with 10 rush attempts, but he did have 16 in the first matchup at Philadelphia. Rushing attempts against Eagles are ranked number 7. But if he's hitting head-to-head, I'm pretty confident that he's going to hit again. So let's look at for the season here for his rush attempts. So in 2024, he's hit 13 of 16 games, 81% hit rate. Pretty solid there. He only hit under versus Cleveland, who does have a pretty solid rush defense. He's got versus Dallas, and then recently again versus Dallas. So Dallas is just holding him down, but really confident versus Eagles here. Hit all the head-to-head matchups. So make sure to hit that over for Brian Robinson. And then the last pick of the day, we're going to go with Devonte Smith. Now, this guy's been a huge target for Jaylen Hertz recently. Honestly, more than A.J. Brown. And I really love, since he has been bumped up to 4 receptions at an even line, let's just go with the Goblin here. Be a little bit safer at 2.5. This is a huge lock. This is my number 1 most confident pick. Obviously, it's a Goblin, so the value is not as great, but this is such a lock as a Goblin. Put this on every slip that you have. This will hit. Nonetheless, averaging 6.2 last 5 games, 4 in both playoff games this year. So let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so in 2024, Devonte Smith has hit over this line 87%, 13 of 15 games. He's only hit under versus the Giants when they won 28-3. That was probably a game where Saquon Barkley went off. And versus Dallas when they absolutely blew him out again. He had 11 receptions versus Pittsburgh. If we go to head-to-head, he's hit 4 straight head-to-head dating back to last year. 4 in the first matchup, 6 in the second matchup versus Washington this year. Receptions allowed, they're ranked number 1, but we're taking a Goblin value. So this is a very good hit rate, 90% in the last 10 games. So extremely confident and a gold pick as a goblin. So make sure to put this in your slips before any more bumps occur. You can even put it on Fliff. I'm sure Fliff has 6.5 kicking points available, and pair that up with Eagles money line, and you guys should be cashing out huge buckles of money. So anyways, guys, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I will be posting for the Super Bowl. Obviously, it's not for a couple weeks, so make sure to stay tuned. If you guys are interested in me live streaming, make sure to comment down below for Side Pot, which is created by Fliff, so I could be live streaming like slot machine games or blackjack or roulette. Honestly, anything I would love to live stream and be able to provide more content for you guys to watch. But nonetheless, I am super confident in these picks. Lock these in before bumps occur. They will happen. Lock them in early. Do not procrastinate. Okay, guys? Hope you guys have a great week. On Friday, look forward to either a video or a live stream on SidePot. They are doing a $50 free for everybody that logs into the app and claims the special deal that they are offering in the shop of $50 free from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys want me to live stream it, I will definitely do that. But if I don't see any comments of that, I will just post a video, see how that goes. If it goes really well, I get a lot of views, people are very interested. Every Friday, I will plan to do a live stream during that time. So let me know, guys. I would love to post more content. And anyways, hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.